What's going on, you all? Coach Reese here, the boxing professor. Listen, I got a request from one of my subscribers. They asked about more instructional videos. So this video is going to be my first video series as far as boxing for beginners. These videos will be teaching you the fundamentals, the basics, and things that people actually lose sight of, that they actually need to revisit more often than less. So this video right here is the first of the series entitled Your Boxing Guard. So how to get in your boxing guard. Here we go. If you're right-handed, that means you're an orthodox individual. If you're left-handed, that means you're a southpaw individual. So if you're right-handed, you want your dominant hand in the back along with your dominant foot in the back. If you're a southpaw, you want your left and your left in the back and lead with your right. So this video right here, I am naturally an orthodox individual. So there are going to be a lot of points in this video where I'm actually in an orthodox stance. So what we're going to do is put our left foot in the front and our right foot behind it. You'll notice that I'm not linear in my guard, which there's nothing wrong with that depending on my hand placement, which we'll get into further along during the video. But right now, you want your feet offset. A common mistake that I see a lot of boxing coaches do is tell people to make sure that their feet are completely off the line. But what that does is expose my body to my opponent. So if I'm slightly off, I remove the ability for them to think there's an opening to my body. If I'm outside like this, you've got a square shot on me. If that makes sense, I hope it does. So left foot in the front, right foot in the back. Another important tool, I'm going to turn around so you can see it, is as I'm offset in the back, my bottom foot is not flat on the ground. My heel is up. So make sure that your back foot, your heel is up so you're able to move, position, and pivot. It doesn't have to be super high up, but it has to be slightly off the ground. If not, what you'll have to do as you move and pivot in your boxing guard and move and pivot with your opponent is you'll have to lift up your foot in order to move. You have to lift and move. That little second and moment in time right there will get you clipped. So don't do that. Already have your heel off of the ground. That increases your mobility and your ability to move around your opponent, okay? So that's the feet. Now we'll go to the knees. You should never be in a locked knee position. You cannot transfer any weight and you can't move from locked knees. So my rule of thumb to all of my fighters and all the people that I train is a 1-inch deficit. So all I do is bend both of my knees. I'll turn to the side so you can see it. I don't just bend one knee. As you see, my body tilted forward when I bent one knee. I bend the other knee, my body tilts backwards. You want to keep a center base in between the space of your legs. So in order to do so, you drop both your knees. That 1-inch deficit right there will keep you mobile, will keep you agile, and also you'll be able to project your power through your shots, should you be throwing power shots. So that's the leg portion. So you've got your feet. One key I did not touch on. A lot of fighters have what I consider track feet. Track, if you look at my front foot right now, track foot is this, where they look like they're getting ready to take off and run straight. Don't get in track stance, okay? Have your foot 45 degrees. Headed, if you're southpaw, it should be headed to the right. If you're orthodox, your lead foot should be headed to the left. Make sure your feet are not pointed straight. Make sure that they're pointed 45 degrees off, okay? The hands. With the hands, when you ball your fist up, make sure that your knuckles, for your traditional boxing guard, make sure that your knuckles touch your cheekbone. That is a good rule of thumb, and you close the door on your elbows. Chin down, thumbs on the inside. I can't stand when I'm training somebody and they have joystick thumbs. Joystick thumbs is this thing right here, and they're punching like that. If you miss the mitts or miss your coach training as far as hitting off center, you're going to break your thumbs. Close and make your fist solid. Knuckles on the cheekbones here. Head down. Always be able to see the brow line. So you browbeat when you box. You don't have your chin up. Reason being, not only will you get clipped and hurt, but it exposes your body. So if my knuckles are on my cheekbone, my elbows are closed, and my head's down, I'm protected to the body, as you see. But if I lift my head up and keep my knuckles on my cheekbones, you saw it. You saw my elbows lift off of my body. You don't want to do that. Keep your chin down, browbeat your opponent so you can block and defend to the body. So, going over it again, close the fist. Put these knuckles here on your cheekbone and pinch and close and protect your rib cage. Your elbows should be on your rib cage. This is called the traditional guard right here. Knees bent, up on the back foot, ready to go. Another key factor for your boxing guard is to make sure that your shoulders are at the same angle that your feet are. A lot of you guys love to get in football stance, which is this. That is not boxing guard. Once again, that gave another open line and straight line for my opponent to come down and shoot to the body. Also, I'm already partially turned from the trajectory I should shoot when I throw a two. A two comes off the back, full range of motion. If I'm already here like a football player, my punches are not going to have any sting on them, any steam on them, and they're really telegraphable and readable. So everything should be at a 45-degree angle. Feet up off the back heel, 1-inch deficit. Nice and strong legs, 45-degree angle from the shoulders, knuckles on the cheekbone, elbows down. This is called your traditional boxing guard. Let's go into the southpaw version for you southpaw individuals. Everything I just said, but backwards. All right, so this time your right foot is forward, your left foot is back, and both your knees are bent. Your left heel is off the ground. No flat foot in the back. Left heel's off the ground. Knuckles on the cheekbones, elbows closed, brow down, body protected. This is a southpaw traditional boxing guard. Very, 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 very important. Learn all of your boxing guards. We'll get into advanced boxing guards on a completely different video, but this is just the traditional boxing guard. I suggest getting into it, getting the mirror so you can see it, making sure that it's accurate, making sure that it's pinpoint, and stay in the boxing guard. Start holding the boxing guard for 2 to 3 minutes. Because your body's not used to being in that position, it may feel a little fatiguing. It might feel a little fatiguing, and for a lot of you, it will feel fatiguing. So that's how you get into your traditional boxing guard. I'm going to shoot more videos on the boxing guards, the different variations of boxing guards, defenses, footwork, everything. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys on the next video.